that are really working on that project, while for solar it is a large organization, maybe for a large group of people that is working on it and is backed by really serious organizations and companies. So for the enterprise way of doing things, I would rather prefer solar.
So the really nice way, nice thing about dependency injection with the container, and especially you can basically override and inherit from all
to conclude, repositories support some kind of open search API,
we want to extend somehow
it is planned to make a search engine API.
That's my point of view.
Oh, okay.
So we need to discuss what really needs to happen there.
But
The normal layers are enough, because solar obviously, for example, supports facets and highlighting project in terms of distance.
it's already in the public API with features.
But this is based on the contents repository, right?
Yeah, sure, it's in the content repository, because in the future we don't want to separate this, because the content repository is responsible for fast searching and for these old features, and so there is no reason for have it separated. It is an own service. You have a content service in the repository, and now we have a search service in the content repository.
And it would also allow for raw queries. Sometimes just the API is not enough, so if you want to do raw queries, will be possible then too.
No, not yet.
It's using criterions, which abstract.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to create a repository of all things of solar? And to use search?
To me, it does make sense as long as you have a real persistent repository component, storage mechanism besides. Solar is still meant as a search index. So as a kind of a slave storage, there are functions that make it really nice to do that. That makes sense, but I wouldn't trust it to be my main repository for storage.
Well, we do that as well. For example, some navigations will pull straight out of Solar instead of a database for performance. But we still have it obviously in the database as well. But we will pull it straight out of Solar into search and sample.
Of course, I think YAML files are compiled in what?
There are two things.
After this,
So we are almost using it like the NoSQL model.
Yeah, but many partners are doing it right now. I know.
What's the limits on Solar? Why?
Basically, when you first request that,
Because it's not a safe place to store data.
No ACID compliance, for example. No ACID compliance, for
First
example.
the configuration of the raw parameters into the next
But if you have your data managed somewhere else, you want to import it in Solar, integrate it, and then switch to the next topic, then it becomes, of course, very interesting.
Yes, for example, one experiment is to use simply a CouchDB for having the documents in, and then you can take the change stream of CouchDB and pull it all things in Solar, for example. So then it's also done automatically, so you have not to care about bring the things there, and then. And then you have the management of your data in CouchDB with special views, so you can do the normal business logic, and every time it comes to fast search, you go on. And this, and I think this will happen anyway if we begin to make a prototype for an NoSQL database. Then it will be done in this way. if it's a MongoDB or a kind of other, we have to decide. But,
is that going to be flexible, which NoSQL database you can use, or will there be a
I think you have to decide on which one you want to write the storage engine, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. But for example, if you use CouchDB, you definitely have a need for Solr or like something, or Elasticsearch, because otherwise the views will explode. And you have no chance in a generic model to find attributes.
Yes.
And therefore it is necessary anyway.
You can comment actually what is on the roadmap for 5.1 regarding the search stuff.
I think we will
already of the interfaces or not?
we will we now have a prototype for the Solr, for the search engine, and I think we will stabilize it. So that we so that we have in 5.1 hopefully a legacy storage engine with the integrated Solr. And this is also because of the field types. We now have a SPI for field types, and we extended this SPI all for the indexing stuff. So you don't have the two places. If you make a new field type, you have two places. You have also configure Solr and make things there. And this is now unified. So if you write a field type, you have also to ask him what to index and so on. So you can do in the field type. So it's better separated. And therefore we have a prototype already. The prototype was done to check if the interface is correct. I think we are on a good way there.
I'm just looking for a simple one. Yeah, for example, this
Okay. Any more questions on the published file and search then? Not easy find search.
Solr components in Symfony?
Good question.
I think there are.
This one, yeah, I've seen one, but I think most people use Solarium, which is an external library. It's pure PHP, also object-oriented.
But I think there will be there has to be custom, published custom Solr-defined stuff anyway.
So
won't be enough to just use another extension or bundle.
this is how it's made the repository. So this one
No,
is
yeah,
made
of course,
of
everything is domain specific for easy publish should have its mapping into
But basically this is what is the compiled container. So
What was the question?
this is the get method.
There's the bundle for Symfony 4.
Yeah, there is a Solr.
You see the first sentence. If it set this service's ID, because you always need an ID to the service, just return. And
Questions?
that's what I want to show.
Development for the latest one, right? Development of pretty much stop on the community. And I guess that brings up the question of archiving. So a couple of years ago, we were told that we were going to go down that route for archiving, using Solr and type of archiving. I know we stopped work on that, and we're relying on the future of EC5 for that. Is there going to be any efforts to look into an archiving solution for these legacy installs?
Yeah.
For legacy?
No, but the reason publish 5 if you think of having just archiving as a functionality as a use case.
The closest thing right now would be open staging, but I don't know if that's
But I think in 5 it's very easy to make an archive solution. because you can use multiple repositories.
Yeah, but
if you want.
You need to write it on top of the public API.
Yeah, sure. You have to write it on top of the public, as every extension. And if you see the archiving solution as an extension, you can simply use the public API and then pull content objects out and push it somewhere else. So
yeah, so basically what we would need is to move it out, generate the URL, redirect in a new location, because then you need another instance with another database basically for the archive. I don't know if it's feasible. Yeah, actually. You basically, at the moment, you have to write it on and rely fully on the public API.
But the point was archive with Solar was about performance, not a real archive use case.
So this is how you can refer to
No,
one
not the original description. It was both.
Okay, it was both. Okay.
So this should not be used directly, except in special
It
cases.
actually brings us a little bit
Here
to
this is
the
very special
other
specific
topic
case.
that was on
The best
there.
practice is to avoid
Use easy find and Solar or integrates different sources into easy find.
So of course, sometimes you will need.
No, I saw it.
Anybody who wrote it down here? Or the guy who wrote it down here? Okay.
Yeah, it's always difficult for index external data, because then or the database or something in the structures, or just normal web stuff, and easy find. It's a good way to pull out the data and make it searchable and easy publish.
So
But,
the illustration of what I said to override some kind
It's a question how to
of
do this
use your
in a
own
good way. Are there some here people doing
you see
this?
here
And
that
Yeah, best practices, I think, is missing. I think can be done. Maybe most of you have done it. So, but should you use the same index or the same core? Should you have a separate core for the other data sources?
which is a good crawling engine to crawl.
So we have so many dynamic fields. We could use them, but maybe it's better to just set up another core and use this core.
It depends a bit. There are two aspects here. One is okay, external data source can integrate them for search, or you integrate them rather also for retrieval. It's not keywords that you search for, but you're rather filtering across different data sources. In the case of pure search, you have to be careful in two aspects. One of them is actually it has to do with relevancy, right? One of them is the compatibility of field names that you use, because it's calculated based for the statistics for a certain field. If you have two sources coming into the make sure that there are also compatible fields to search them, because it should add up both of them. And secondly, it's also when you do search across different images at the same time, so with different cores. There it can also be very difficult to match, have a good relevancy for your what you expect to get back, because the statistics around it can be completely different. And then relevancy calculation will also be different. And when it is merged, it might just fall in the wrong place. I had it once in a project, and what we did there was basically tune with boosting across the different sites. Very simply, we added just a meta attribute and it was from site B. Okay, boosted with a factor 2 because we know it's not good enough for the calculations. That was basically
since they're recommended in PhD doc, you can just use them.
We did the similar thing.
That's it. So as long as you use
but this is quite low level. Sometimes that's in an API, you really need to extend the API with a few more features.
Probably we'll have to see how we have to extend then the search API. We are open.
That's a normal use case that you have different databases and different platforms mesh up as an web 2.0 since 10 years nearly, and it's but integrated in one search. It's a very nice feature. And then you have internal links, external links, perhaps an icon, and everything is in one search. So it's normal stuff.
Honestly, currently, competition is slim. Damien will say use DI, but it's like 50 years.
Deep inside for evaluation, Mr. good solution for all companies.
But if you inject the objects and you have
external normal HTML
always use the interface and documentation, don't use the actual documents.
For Solar, there are actually some solutions that come as contributions, and others are outside of Apache Solar. Within Solar, there is what is called data import handler, and this is an extension to Solar that you configure, and it allows in a very easy way to index and update from either XML streams or file system, or from any database. Pretty much covers a lot.
Yes, but if I understood it right, you have other databases, and you have somewhere a big Solar instance where you search these databases. And now you want to integrate Easy there, right?
Easy is there. Easy Find is there.
External search engine for also Easy. But external search engine.
The current case is there's an external engine. It's not easy publish, and it's integrated very fast because it's external. And the way is now to have Easy Find inside on an not easy publish 5. Publish 4x, and then have external data like from Team Room, which is easy but a little bit different, from Lotus Notes database, intranet, from internal HTML pages because they're not available as an XML or something like that. That's normal. So that the user logs in the intranet and search something, and then everything in one place.
Yes, but this search engine is outside of Easy Publish, which makes this search.
Nowadays, but in future it's Easy Find. I hope so. Yeah, but it's also.
Yeah, but in the end, it's a Solar instance which performs the things.
Yeah.
So then why do you not go the other way, that you stay at your search interface, which exists and which is based on Solar, and then you write a write another signal slot which updates your search engine, your whole search index, so that you can also find easy publish documents. So you can hold it outside because it is a kind of meta search engine. And why should a meta search engine, the same one which is in? You have much more complex things to do.
Because it's not Easy Find. It's not something.
It's not so good.
It's not so good. It's a different product, and it's a different company is doing this.
Okay.
And so the decision is, and it's not very good in searching.
Yeah, but Easy Find is also what it's very special to Easy Publish, because Easy Find does a lot of things with data types and so on, and it's the connector of the Easy Publish data model also. But then I don't see why I should take this one for complete other data, which has nothing to do with Easy Publish. I can understand that you maybe have a Solar instance, because if you have Easy Find and you have a Solar, you have a Solar running and you can ask the Solar everything you want. And if multiple databases put their data into Solar, you can also make an easy search interface for asking Solar for search results. And I don't know why.
In this case, there's a big internet. All the user rights are managed in Easy Publish.
Okay.
And we are an Easy Publish company, so we want to make Easy Publish. And the main intranet is Easy Publish, but there are many other sources, and so Easy Publish is the master. And but the search engine is not inside Easy Publish. And we want to put it in Easy Publish.
But also, but then you import also the HTML files into Easy Publish.
Oh, not Easy Publish, only for searching. There are external solutions for the HTML, for the Lotus Notes database. You can't manage Lotus Notes database in Easy Publish.
Yeah, sure. Then
but they want to
problem
search, and it doesn't care where it is for them. Just they want to click, find, click, and then they get the thing, because thing is held on.
Yeah, sure.
That's okay. So I think
it's quite a typical use case for intranets, where you just want to introduce Easy Publish and say this is our main intranet access point for all the rest, which are typically legacy stores like Lotus Notes, like a file system with all PDFs and so on. But they want this unified experience in any case. So what happens then is that they take Easy Publish with Easy Find to integrate those things, because it's the only thing that makes you have an experience that is one central point to access everything, or at least to find everything.
And then it's a
very typical use case.
It's looking fantastic. Then you always the facets, all this stuff, and all in the.
Yeah, but these are mainly Solar features, so you can have it anyway with Solar.
Yeah, but
yes, okay, but then you need to write an extension for Easy Publish that deals with Solar.
Yeah,
okay. And then you say,
so
okay, then I can take Easy Find.
Besides Easy Find, that doesn't make sense. Sorry.
Yeah, but then you have, but you have made change to Easy Find then anyway, because you're with this external data and so on.
But that's still the question, how to integrate external data into the Easy Find on the best way. So to find it.
For fetching external data.
So in the latest release, it's also done in Easy Publish 5, the legacy part, and there are parameters to do just that. With every documentation is already online, but they map basically to the Solar equivalents. So you interrogate different scores, you say these fields to be searched, if there are different names or just a common field that you may want. And you can also tell or ask which fields to get back.
Or query filters for external some kind of restricted, because you need some common source schema for all of these parts.
That's the most difficult point, actually, to find a good schema that fits all your cases. If you can't rely on that and you want to search across it in any way, the best way to deal with it is to use copy fields and so on. So you copy it also and you duplicate then, of course, fields. You copy fields into the same name for Easy Publish, for your other data sources, and use only that combination to filter and search for it.
And the point about Easy Find is the best part beside of the Easy Publish itself. Easy Find is extremely powerful, and that's an extension. It's fantastic to use and it's fantastic to earn money with it, and it's let's make this the extension.
But there you mean Yeah, you mean the front-end functionality of EasyFind, is that what
and the indexing part.
yeah, okay, indexing is done by...
But the integration, because there's an SLR, and but the integration is seamless.
With access rights.
Yeah. User rights, access rights, and so on. This makes EasyFind powerful.
Is EasyFind continuing then?
So yeah, this is
Internally, it's under the hood because it's in the FBI search interface hidden. And as I seen what we have to think about for such solutions, that we have also a kind of front end where you may plug in then other
sources. Here you have the basics from EasyFind. So you have the PHP version, the minimum PHP version.
And for this version, some notch and also
yeah, so for crawling, there are a few options actually. So I just mentioned the data infrastructure comes with Solar XML databases.
This is not a lot
for if you don't have access to it, and you need to crawl, then there is Nudge. It's a bit hard to configure and set it up. Another option is to use what another project is called Apache Manifolds.
Including
and
published kernel location.
At least that's what I think it's maybe like. But this is actually with a graphical user interface that you can configure, and you can basically have many sources, and one of the sources is just crawl, output the results into I never installed it for a customer or so, just played with it, and it was quite easy to work with. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, in the register bundles. So here, this is where you declare all the bundles you want to use.
That much into other
where you used to do this in
this is to go with this
where you create
track or
and
PHP
this is
solution,
meant
and then crawl
here,
this on
of course,
this
here, for
it's
example,
not so
if you get environment
possible,
dev, if you're in the dev environment, then you can
depends on the structure of
and basically
the
if
provider
you
or
need
the
some
company.
I don't know, some staging, some specific bubbles for your staging environment or for your production environment.
Yeah, other way is that you have micro objects on the data structure, but only with a very small object, and have an own data type on a content type, and there's all the data and given to user. That you have real easy objects, but very small one with a big custom part. But then it's an import and makes other problems.
Well, that's also an option to integrate. You can import things into EasyFind. Sometimes it is difficult if your data store that you want to import are quite complex. And then you might consider the option actually to use EasyFind and Solar again to attack that extra level of complexity which you otherwise would need to do with complex custom data types. You can then use the index time plugin mechanism for data types that just dig deeper into the data that you have imported already, be it a block of XML or a serialized format, and then just split it up and put it into different fields inside Solar.
And then open different packages.
The fields, what is the best practice to name these custom fields? So if I use the index plugin,
there is no validation.
let's say a class, and want to extract some information, put it together, or get some information from other, and then have, let's say 10 new fields. So
Okay.
I will definitely use some of the catch-all fields, but there are so many now. So like double underscore, 3 underscore.
Yes, I know. There's some annoyances introduced, but yeah, if you want to, either you do the sub-attribute stuff, it's really defined, and then you're bound to that, or you define and inject your own fields, and you're basically free to do so. That's what I do. What I do mostly is, mostly a few times, is actually create my own prefix in any case, and for the rest, follow much of the logic. Like if it is coupled to a certain attribute, take the identifier of that attribute in it. Possibly if it's 2 levels, also the object name in it, or some other class name.
But you don't add new fields in the index. You use one of these catch-all fields, but then prefix and then this attribute or whatever class name. Okay, yeah, this is what we do.
That's the best way to do it. Because you need to, in most cases, you need also to filter on those things, very fine-grained.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense to make
often reference to by its name.
Yeah, it exists. We did it this way and it worked, but I wasn't sure if it was the right way to do it.
So
I think it is the
default
best way
is to use.
One of the problems we've had with stuff like that is the field type mapping is hard-coded in EasyFind. So if you've got a custom field type and you want to map that to an easy attribute, whereas if that was an ini file, great. That's consistent problems.
It should be in SRC folder.
I don't know how this can be done in the new API.
We have, we have a field type interface with their methods where you get the indexing data and so on, the same thing. Because the field type then knows about its complex structure maybe and can say exactly what fields should go into the Solr to be indexed. And therefore it's an interface method you have to override. So I think this is not
But at the moment you can't do it. It's, at the moment, because that field type map is hard-coded, there's no way of adding custom field types.
Now it's dynamically. You can, if you write a new field type and register it, you have it.
In EasyFind? Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're going to generate the...
Do you also support multiple incarnations?
Okay. Then,
what do you mean?
Multiple incarnations of a field. For example, you want to have a field indexed differently for using it as a facet or for search.
Some kind of context. Usage context for sorting, filtering, searching.
Yeah, I know. I have to look exactly. I'm not very prepared for this kind because we are in prototyping. Serious. Yes, but I saw these parameters. It was not done by myself, so I thought I can ask.
Any more experiences, by the way, on integration? So you have done it a lot?
We do a lot with Solr.
Very basic. Not all bundles need this one, but it can be handy if you want to define new services.
What kind of
external
data. Oh yes, I guess it was our own killer data, which
where you have your duration.
I looked at the report and let him do the search for this external data. We had some drawbacks, but
You have a 70% that is what you need to make.
How do you search the external data?
In the public
array of data.
You will have the CSS.
So the current version you define to specify which fields you want to return. And if they are stored, you get what's stored inside. If there is nothing stored in it, you don't get anything back. So you have to take into account also that aspect. So if you want to use it then to a database, and make sure you also store it inside.
Is it possible to combine search of PC, publish notes?
So the default targets
and
will
external
be
data.
web. So everything will be linked.
Yes and no. In this, if you activate something else,
either
you
copy
can
all your assets or simply
storage option where the entire object or is reference inside not indexed long fields or and then you get those back and then you get them back unserialized.
make symbols inside the web folder.
And you have a kind of objects that's similar, but you have to know everything. It's not so much.
Simple command. They are copying the same to the Symfony
every time you add a bundle or you add a file, no, not a file, because this is the whole.
You can make extended beyond
add a new bundle
topics that were quite quickly.
Then we run this
problem shortly, I guess, that when we were publishing some objects in different languages, they are not indexed. Only when you publish it, this language is indexed despite the fact that every publish is, doesn't matter which language, every language is indexed, but the change data isn't there.
yes, everything basically
kind of strange.
Sounds like a bug.
When we start
Don't have ready announcement.
yes, but there will be bundles because the bundle system needs to extensions.
So there was some discussions about stopping some services. Some having never problems and running, and some just stopping to restart.
I have my provider. Have yet to see a problem to appear, but my best guess is that it's related to the version of the Java virtual machine you are using. And if you are using older, easy to find versions, they were compiled with a particular Java compiler on a Mac that could potentially also introduce problems. So if you have newer, easy to find versions, just use the stock download one. It's also the one that's bundled with it. And for the rest, you need to make sure that Solar and the servlet container are properly configured. They should be configured as a server in any case. Forget about the old options that were true for Java 1.5. 1.5 is dead, do not use it anymore. Just 1.6 is actually also almost dead. So, the latest release of Java 1.7 and almost all later releases of Java 1.6 are stable for Solar.
Does it matter if you use some Java or not Java?
Not so much.
Not so much.
I personally take the Sun Oracle Java, but I know that OpenJDK is also very well
working
tested.
fine.
Yeah.
But that's from 1.7 and onwards, right? Before that, it was something. Earlier, it was like in the
OpenJDK. No, 1.6 were fine.
And I use pure UnConf 1.6 or there's a older easy find or something. 2.4 maybe is this the source for programs?
Yes, because they still have this custom built version of Solar, which was compiled on a specific. Normally it is bytecode; it should run everywhere, but.
When I try to configure the Jetty server, the Jetty XML, and would give them less resources, lesser processes and memory, there is no, can also go. no, also I can configure in Jetty XML, but I would have no consequences for the Jetty seems it don't take this options. Seems like compiled in. He would ever start 20 processes, and when I could say only use 10 processes start. Depends on machine and RAM memory.
But that is when you use the stock default.
Yes, bundled with easy find.
Yeah, I've seen quite some discussions on hey.
It's best practice to use Tomcat or
Jetty runs fine normally. If you want to have a bit more security options, then you might rather choose Tomcat. But they're all doing these different security aspects, for example, are different. So memory configurations as well.
To run different versions of Solar, and of course, if you have many projects using Solar, one is from 1.5T. So you use the same Jetty in different cores then, or it's better? We usually use different ports.
Using different ports is definitely an option if you have enough RAM, but it doesn't have to be like that. Quite sure that you can have a newer Solar instance that runs with all the versions of but you shouldn't do the self-compiled version and then later one. So let's say from easy publish to look 5, from 5 to easy find to look 5. Enterprise, from then on it uses the stock 3.x series. You should be able to have an easy find 2.5 running with a Solar that's
not in this
okay.
If you can,
but of course I made even the backwards. They're on mine, so you see it for older easy find versus even there the Solar is.
Okay.
Here you have the
price version.
So it's defined in the pre-period. You can redefine it in small folder, for instance, because for this kind of pages you want to have a special.
So nobody else experienced with Solar 4.
But for instance, you might want to
just read the announcement.
Solar 4. We want pivot faceting. That's what we want it for. That would be really nice. Just build navigation without doing looped fetches.
Yes. Default fetching, so actually grouping together results
like
based on a certain criteria.
What's the password?
Pivot.
Pivot. So for instance, if you just want to add something before or after, you can do stuff here and stuff after.
We were doing some geolocation stuff the other day, and we couldn't get geohash to work. In the end, we used the coordinate data type. We couldn't get geohash to work for doing distance-based searching. The docs say it sort of should, but in the end, we went with the coordinate data type.
You mean the Solar wiki?
Yeah.
You know, it's collaborative, so something doesn't work.
But that's what, because of that, we couldn't, because coordinate isn't in that field map type, in easy find, in our plugin, our Solar plugin in easy, we have to use the raw field name.
Yes.
Instead of being able to do a nice one like all the others.
Yes. But yeah, also a little comment on that, it's really hard to have a nice way for you to use the normal class and attributes, identifiers everywhere.
But if that field map type was just in an ini file, that would be fine, we could have just put it in an ini file. and then used it the same way in our plugin as we normally would. Sorry?
That's a bit strange actually that it was limited to there from the beginning. The list of fields, type possible field types have to be in an array.
I want the completely other block or other template also be able to display.
But we love easy find.
Yes.
Yeah, so an easy publish 5, you use the normal content storage for it instead.
But will it be a full search?
Good question. Can you answer?
Which one?
Is there a default search engine in easy publish 5?
Yeah, it's always limited, let's go.
Like in Mail.
This time model, like the blocks are completely independent.
Yes, but a better
They
one
are kind of
than the old.
independently triggered. How can we make
API works,
one part of the layout
Implementation we don't
react on something that happens from another part?
But it's not
For
really
example, if you have
published
certain, like if our
it's
client
there.
says,
It's there already.
I have this type of menu and I want always this type of menu to go along with this kind of color.
Well, actually, in your template, just redefine the block.
Any other questions?
Now it's your chance.
I'll come up with something in a couple of hours.
I'd rather get rid of Java though.
Sorry?
I'd rather get rid of Java though.
Exactly.
Get rid of Java, that might be difficult.
As this template inherits from the main layout.
No, the problem is that it's the Lucene project, and Lucene is Java, and I think you cannot replace Lucene fast with another.
It's a PHP implementation.
And?
The Sen did it, but yeah, it's full of issues.
Actually, Lucene is an index format specification. There are implementations in C and other.
It's one in PHP. Send have done a PHP.
There's a PHP implementation.
Of Lucene. But it's littered with issues. Whenever we've used it in the past, it's had lots of problems.
It also doesn't support Unicode sense.
Okay.
It's kept quite limiting.
Yeah, that's it. That's the biggest issue we had using the analyzers. It was a nightmare.
The next problem is MySQL is not in PHP. Patches are in PHP, so it's normal that you use less software and from different languages. Varnish is not PHP.
Windows is not PHP.
Yeah.
macOS is not PHP. Yes.
There's a nice Linux implementation in PHP. Slow.
You need a couple of terabytes of RAM, but otherwise it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, I don't mind finding a bytecode interpreter every now and again.
What about my issue, which I posted regarding query facets? I don't remember, but for query facets,
Now you have cheap access to PHP.
whether utter field or field was filled in the result. It was always the same value for every query. Plus, it is very difficult to handle the results of query fields and the template controls.
I don't think it is solved in the current release, but there is something else that went into the range facets. That's not enough.
They don't work because there's a few issues with range facets. I reported a couple of them.
They're reported?
Yeah. You can't, we do a in easy find we do, when checking the range min max, we do if empty. So if you want to start or end at 0 on a range query, fails. And it doesn't work if you have multiple range. It may have been fixed in the latest easy find, I'm not sure, but you also can't have multiple range facets. That's fixed. Have we done the min max of 0?
But that was in a pull request or
I did it in an issue tracker.
It's fixed.
Okay.
It's fixed.
And so
Yeah.
if we are in mode where we want to render something outside the layout, we really
Master?
The base
Master, sorry.
just the layout. One no more question.
Still those nasty SVM.
The layout you want. This way you are able to render you and then use you always do. The only thing to do is always to find the compound.
So easy find for us, right?
This logic is available in your control. So if you have a specific controller access action, then you have access to